Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today's video is going to be speaking about self-empowerment. So if you feel like you need to be more empowered, then keep on watching. So I wanted to make this video super casual, super relaxed. I've been having my own self-development journey, I guess, my whole life, but I've been really working on it the past year, going to regular therapy, paying for self-development courses, speaking with a coach, a confidence coach, and tapping into, my limiting beliefs and working on a lot of blocks that I have that are sort of stopping me from living my best life. As cheesy as that sounds, I feel like I've been sort of sleepwalking through my life. And I wanted to sort of bring out some videos that are really cozy and like unedited and just relaxed. So you're going to be hanging out with me and talking about this kind of stuff and things that I have found that have worked, or things that I need to be reminded of so I can also practice it. Because, you know, reading all the books in the world isn't going to do anything unless you make that information into inspired action. So today's inspired action is to let you guys know about this podcast that I listened to on my walk home. It is called Do You Effing Mind by Alexis Fernandez. I will leave the photo of what this podcast looks like just there. She's so great. Basically just talks about mindset hacks to reset in a really, approachable way. Very, it's not very scientific in the way that she speaks to you. And she's just like an older sister, and I love her. She's just like no BS approach, and she's just a real badass. Love it. So this is from the episode 76 called Self-Love-Empowerment. So I just wanted to run through basically her top 4 points of being more empowered and what that looks like, because I found it really interesting. And it's like, I know all of this, but to be reminded of it and to have like a set list and to basically say like, what are you doing? Why are you doing these things? Is just like the reminder that I needed. So hopefully this is beneficial to you guys as well. So number 1, the more independent you are, the more empowered you are. So independence of thought, autonomy over your life, your decisions, your life, you making that choice is so empowering because it's yours. You decided it. Number 2 is stop seeking advice from too many people or sources. So she mentioned that there are 2 different types of advice. There is solicited and unsolicited advice. With the unsolicited, you cannot really control that. With the solicited advice, you can. So why are you asking 10 people the question of an answer that you probably know in your gut? It is clouding what you already know is true within yourself, and it's sort of like just white noise, and it's ridiculous and it's stupid to be asking people real like decisions for your own life and things that you are needing from someone who isn't in your body, who doesn't have your job, who isn't in your relationship with your partner, and also isn't inside your head and doesn't really know what you're wanting for your future. And it might be biased advice. Like if you're asking a coworker, oh, should I quit my job? What if they don't want you to quit because they're your best friend, like you're their best friend in the office? So I just found that really interesting. Asking way too many people makes you feel less empowered because it's like you don't trust yourself. And I just thought that was an interesting takeaway because I do it all the time. Number 3, stop waiting on something or someone to make you happy. You already have happiness in you. It's not something that someone else is going to give you. So stop wishing your life away. I found this so, I started to my tears were just welling up in my eyes as I was walking, because it's so true. Like if you have a nostalgic thought right now and you look back at your life and you're like, oh, I was so happy when I was traveling, and you're just wishing that you were back in that moment. Why are you living in the past? You know, that time is over, and in about 10 years you're gonna look back at where you are right now and feel nostalgic too. Instead of all this wishing your life away, be in the present. What can you do to make this life that you're in right now today the best it can be? Because you're not guaranteed anything else apart from the present. You know, my 2 mood disorders, anxiety and depression, one of them's worrying about the future, one of them is worrying about the past. So I know really personally how this can affect your mental state and mental well-being. I don't have the answers right now on how to completely switch this mindset, but just thinking about and being aware of it and catching yourself out when you are just wishing that you were somewhere else. Why can't you change it right now? Why can't you live for you now? Number 4 is don't make decisions based on someone else's beliefs, standards, traditions, etc. So just say you are from like a religious upbringing in your family, but you moved out, moved away, you've got your own family now, but you still feel guilty for not having the same religious beliefs as your family. You are allowed to have your own thoughts, opinions, like point of view, because you're your own person, and it's nothing against them. It's not saying you can't believe in that, but it's just understanding that that's them and that's you. And you shouldn't be made to feel like the black sheep of the family or that you've done something wrong because you've changed your mind. And you can change your religion anytime you like. You can change your beliefs. You can change your opinion or your values. And just because someone, values having babies and you don't value having babies, that doesn't mean that either one is right or wrong. Like, you're both right because it's both your truth. Does that make any sense? That's what I took from it, and I loved that point. And Alexis had kind of a number 5 to add to this list that wasn't planned, it wasn't in her notes, and I'm pretty much going to quote her word for word in here, but it's a bit rough. So anyway, quotation mark. Pain is the initial heartbreak. It's the initial grief, the initial hurt. But if you're suffering is choosing to relive the pain again and again and not progressing. You're not healing or growing. And the suffering is usually worse than the initial pain itself. So it's the most empowering thing that you can do is to choose to stop suffering. And I thought that that was incredible, amazing, thought-provoking, and so inspo. I was just like, yes, I love that. Because it's so true. Like, again, I don't have the answers. I really worry a lot about what people think of me, and I am a perfectionist. I have a lot of blockages there, and people pleasing and all of that stuff. And being empowered, like, the more that you love yourself, the more empowered you'll be, and vice versa. And I just think on the road to loving myself and who I am, and not dampening my personality for anyone, or being told to quieten down when I should embrace my loud personality. I just think, yeah, it was a really interesting podcast for that. So I really recommend you guys listen to that. But yeah, those are the 4 ways that you can become more self-empowered. So I really hope you enjoyed this quick little video. Let me know what you would like to see in this little series. I'm going to be making content regardless, but I would love to know your thoughts and opinions in the comment section down below, because I just think it's really important to work on this together, and I'll be going through the same journey as you. We're all at different points of our own self-discovery and self-development journey. Yeah, what's better than working on yourself so you can have the best life possible, because you only have one of them, and we never know when our time is up. So yeah, I need to have more of a YOLO attitude, and it is really hard, but I'm choosing to back myself every day as much as I can. So hope you guys do as well, because you're worthy, and you are worthy of success, and people are supporting you, the universe is supporting you. And yeah, anyway, please hit subscribe if you haven't already, and I hope you're having a lovely day or night wherever you are in the world, and I'll see you all in my next video. Bye.